I like going for walks when the darkness is still around. The sun hasn't risen and it's early in the morning. And when going for a walk at this kind of time, there's a certain level of care has to be taken. I have to kind of look at the path ahead and the steps that are to be taken. So I keep the walks really simple at this time. The path is really clear at the moment. This is a very definite path. It's not a path through woodland. It's a really defined path, an easy path to walk, showing me the way ahead. I'm only really going by outlines. You can see my outline, the outline of the landscape behind me, and the outline of my head and my face. We can't see details, but sometimes the outline is enough to give direction. In this season of Advent, we have an encouragement to notice things around us and in front of us, to notice them, to name them, to express appreciation for them, no matter what they are, to take in the detail and the outlines of what is around us and to say thank you. Practicing every day to notice maybe 3 or 4 things that are always in front of us, that perhaps usually we would take them for granted, but not in this season of Advent. We make a particular effort not to take these things for granted, to name them, to notice them, and to express simple appreciation for them. What this is doing, it's developing within us a really deep and authentic sense of presence in our lives. We begin to live in this moment and living with a presence which is not based on the future projections, which is not rooted in the past, what has happened, but is all about now. It's a presence which is real. It can't be make-believe. It is simply what is in front of us. And the people who develop this kind of presence in them live life with a real natural grace. It just happens in their lives. And it's not only a naturalness of grace that begins to emerge and develop in the life lived. Also, what emerges is a wonderful hope for what is around the corner. Even though we cannot see that, we have a hope that there's something remarkably good around the corner. Something which we wouldn't ever have been able to put into words. And we trust. And so a trust begins to rise up in our lives. A natural grace and a trust as we begin to name and notice and express appreciation for the really simple things that are around us. In the Advent terminology, in the Advent language, a light begins to shine for us in the midst of a darkness that would otherwise have the potential to overwhelm us. but a light shines, and hope and trust begin to be lived.